Hey guys, what's up? In this video, we are gonna learn how to enumerate the system you are using. You can know about your kernel information, about your CPU, about the user you are using, and so on. This is useful only when you have exploited a system and you need to know more about the system. So, let's get started. First off, you need to open your terminal, and I recommend you to go to root user so that you can know more about your system. So I will enter to my root user, that is sudo su, and enter my password. Great. Now to know which user you are using, here I can see that I am using root user, but when you have exploited a system you cannot see the name of the user you are using in the terminal. To know that, you need to type who am I, and here you can see the name of the user is shown as root, as I am using root user. Okay, to show you I will go to my admin user and then I will type who am I, and it will show my admin user, that is pen tester. Did you get it? Great. Now I will again enter to my root user to clear the terminal. Now to know your host name, you need to type host name. Here my host name is Dhanush. The host name meaning the name of your system you are using. Actually the name of the system is Parrot OS, but in the Firefox or in while connecting to the Wi-Fi, it will show the name of the host name. So it is required. To change the host name, you need to go to the etc and there is a file name host name. You can change it. I will show it to you. Nano space slash etc slash hostname. Hit enter, and here you can change your name and you can save it by Ctrl O. Hit enter, and to exit it you need to type Ctrl X. Get it? Great. Next, I recommend you people to first go to etc directory and then you search the name of the or the file host name, and then you edit the system so that edit the file so that you will be able to learn more. Okay. Now to see your current user ID, you need to type ID. Here you can see the ID is 0 root. To show you, I will go to my normal or admin user and type ID, and the ID is different for both the user. Did you get it? Great. Sudo su. Now to see the groups to which the user belongs to, you need to type groups and name of the user you want to see. First I will see my root user, and the root user belongs to the root group, and to see my admin user I will type groups and my name of the admin user pen tester. Hit enter, and here you can see my pen tester user is belongs to pen tester, CD-ROM, floppy, sudo, audio, dip, video, plug dev, net dev, bluetooth, lp admin, scanner and docker. Did you get it? Great. Now to enumerate the distribution version, I mean your operating system version, you need to type lsb dash release space dash a. Hit enter. If you do not specify a, it will say no LSB modules are available, so you need to specify a. My distributor ID is Parrot and the description and its version is 5.0, but it is now 6. I have updated it, so 6. Now to see your OS release, OS release meaning your operating, all the information about your operating system, you can type cat. Cat is used to display the contents of the file, as OS release is a file. The OS release file is in etc directory, and the name of the file release. Hit enter, and here you can see everything about my operating system version. ID, URL of the operating system, and so on. Now if you do not know the name of the OS release but you know only the release name, it is applicable for every type of file. If you know that the file is .conf extension file, you can type that. I will show you cat etc, and you can type star and then release. Here the star meaning whatever the name of the file which is in front of the wait a sec, whatever the file name which has release, it will fill in that star place. Here it has OS, so it will fill that star that space into OS. Now if you know that you are searching a file in the directory that is contains of conf, then you can replace it by star. Did you get it? Now here you can see I get the same result. You can compare both of the result, both are same. Now if you are using a Red Hat distribution, then you need to type cat /etc/red hat release. Hit enter. As I am using a Debian distribution, it is showing me that no such file or directory. Now to enumerate your CPU or to get information about your CPU, you need to type ls CPU. As you already know that ls is used to see the contents of the directory. Now I have specified CPU, so it will show me the contents or the information about my CPU. Here you can see the architecture, CPU mode, that is it supports both 32 and 64 bit. Now I have 2 core CPUs, the others are not required to use, so I am skipping. Cores, sockets, vendor ID, mine is AMD. Now CPU model, and here you can see your model name. Mine is a low-end PC, and you can see your CPU information. Now to enumerate more about your kernel, you need to type uname space -a to see your kernel version and about your kernel. My kernel is Linux, my host name that is Dhanush, and the version of my operating system that is Parrot OS, and the version or the distribution to which the Parrot OS belongs to, that is Debian, and my architecture and the operating system that is Linux. Did you get it? Great. To see my kernel version, that is you need to type uname space -r, hit enter, and here you can see my kernel version. Now the kernel is something that acts as an intermediate between my software and my hardware, that is it acts as a mediator. The software sends the information that if it requires the camera, it sends the information to the kernel, and then the kernel processes it to the hardware. It acts as an intermediate. Now to see if my kernel belongs, if my operating system or the CPU is of 64 bit or 32 bit, to see that you need to type uname space -p, hit enter, and it is showing that my operating system, it cannot enumerate my operating system, so adjust it. Now I hope these are the basic required enumerating commands required. So I want to ask you a question, that how many of you had noted these commands? Be honest. If you noted, then great. If not, then watch the video again and note all the commands. These commands are highly important and are very handy when you exploit a system. Great. An exercise to you all, you need to tell me in the command section or the comment section what is the CPU operating mode of your system. Will you do it? Great. That's it for this video guys. I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, stay tuned.